Hi, my name's Chuck Clark, and I do a YouTube channel called Trees of Conflict. And today, shooting from the hip a little bit, I've got some ideas rolling around. Today's Sunday, October 19th, and around the area, people are doing a little bit of a Halloween thing. Kind of nice to see driving by. Saw some attempts at just trying to kind of get to back to a normal thing, something we've always done. You know, the Halloween time for the kids and, you know, candy, that kind of thing. Seems, as I'm driving around, of course, a lot of it's just my reflection of, you know, myself, and I'm portraying it on others, but you know, it seems a lot of people are kind of melancholy or just kind of moving along. You know, they got their face masks on. You know, I laugh at it because it's just so, people do it because they feel they have to. And I think a lot of them think that it might actually do something. You know, I guess, you know, if you had it on for like 10 minutes and then bought a new one and, you know, spent, you know, $20, $30 a day for masks, you might benefit somehow, but you know, nobody really does. You can find the studies on it, but anyway, I don't want to spend too much time with that. You know, I'm going to look at Proverbs 19. It's the 19th, so 19th Proverb says in the 23rd verse, says, "The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil." The problems of our life are so simple, really, in a sense. More of God, less of me. You know, I learned a lesson today that I've known in some regards, but, you know, just finer tuning of it, that, you know, we really can't defend ourselves. The more you try to defend yourself, you know, the worse off it is. And, you know, sometimes you can, you know, communicate with people in an effective way and they will hear you. But a lot of times people will have set ideas, and the more that you try to convince them otherwise, you know, really you're just wasting your time. You know? And, you know, when it's dealing with yourself, I think there's another proverb right there in the same Proverb 19. It starts off, "The discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression." Well, it's so easy to offend each other. You know, it's impossible that people will not be offended. The scripture says that. But woe unto those that it comes to, you know. But the idea is to get rid of the offenses. You know, I think it's Psalm 119 something. It says that happy is this man that, and nothing shall offend them, that love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Well, that's a pretty lofty place, and we can get there. But it's just that the emotions, you know, when our emotions are stirred, if somebody says something to me, and they feel that it's true, and it may be true, the more it's true, probably the more I'm going to react. I may be blindsided somehow, or just disagree with it, because I'm trying to have a positive outlook or something like that. And, you know, many times people can see me better than I can see myself, though I don't want to admit that sometimes. But, you know, it's better to just wait and hear them out and say, you know, I appreciate your concern, if that's what it is, you know, because many people have genuine concern. They're, you know, they have feelings for you, you know, and say, you know, I appreciate your concern, but, you know, I happen to like salt. And, you know, until the Lord changes that, I'm going to, you know, use salt, you know, but in a polite way. You know, I love salt. But, you know, there's ways of doing it to where, you know, the person may, come to the realization after a while that, hey, why am I picking on that guy? I got problems too, But trying to fight it many times is just a waste of time. And even if you won or thought you won the argument, it, you've probably done more damage than you know. But anyway, getting back to the COVID situation, absolutely amazing that, people don't seem to be able to wake up from that. I believe America really is the only country that has a hope of it because of our Constitution and the way our government is run. They're doing the election thing now, I think, in a very short period of time, a couple of weeks. And, the madness of all that, each of them pointing fingers at the other. And, we have a wonderful country, but, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have division, serious division that people cannot see that they're being manipulated. That no matter which candidate they get, you pick what you want and then vote because we have our system to vote. But, really it needs to go much further than that. Either, you're not going to just by, you only have so many candidates and neither of them, all of them are sold out to some degree. And I'll take that back in a sense that, people get into politics trying to help, trying to do something, trying to be of help. And along the way, they run into the system. And, unless we have a drastic change in the way we approach it, we are really in a bad place. Multinational corporations don't care for our way of life. And if we want to have this way of life, we need to do something. We need to hold our elected officials responsible and hold them to what they should be doing. We should be looking at what they're doing and getting involved with government, from the local branch right on up, to make sure, we have a government of the people and, everything's already in set. We have a constitution. It's already there. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's already there and it'll work fine if we let it work. But this division, people deadlocking Congress and stuff and still getting paid, my idea is they can be deadlocked all they want, but just don't pay them. There needs to move, and how can they just stay deadlocked, and they're manipulating the people and causing it. People want what they want, everybody knows what people want. They want to be fed, they want to be clothed, they want to be able to send their kids to school and, get good treatment. And that's simple stuff. Why so much controversy? Well, somebody's stirring the pot. Somebody's, we have a lot of people stirring the pot and messing things up where, a lot of lack of education. We weren't watching our school systems. We really have, allowed things to be run amok. We weren't paying attention and someone's eating our lunch. So, getting involved with government and getting right from the local government on, we could do something. The people, we the people. And all this, rival rousing and stirring stuff, find those people and find out who they are, where they came from, and what's going on, who's funding them. Because, they keep raising the cost of living, so everybody's trying to make a living, We need to stop that rat race for a while and find out what's going on. And, like our national anthem says, the song, from sea to shining sea, let brotherhood reign. From sea to shining sea, we could do it. People are good at heart. I remember my neighborhood, we all had handicapped people and stuff, and, we didn't abuse these people. We knew they were handicapped, and we helped them. And I see that everywhere, that in my area we have 20 little town halls in a 20-mile radius. And each of those places, that had, children with disabilities, they took care of them. and that's who we are, humanity. And what they're doing now is, inhumane. I have a son in the hospital, and even his wife can't visit him. I mean, what kind of monster does that kind of stuff, And they doesn't have COVID, but they're fear of something, fear-based, America, the land of the brave, and the home of the brave. What happened? That's not a laughing matter. What happened? Why are we so afraid of a little flu bug? That's ridiculous. But we're someone's stirring the pot on us, and oh no, be afraid, new cases. It's a flu. It's going to go through everybody. That's the nature of it. But as that proverb says, if we lean to God, He will fix it for us. We can't do anything without Him, and He will. We get charged up. That's the first sign. If you're emotional, something wrong. Just like trying to defend yourself. If I'm trying to defend myself, I'm going to end up apologizing, and because the people that are telling me that they love me, they just want the best for me, and they see that maybe I'm not being as wise as I should, and only God can do the work. Whether it's a little too much salt or He can fix it for us, and we need to let Him. We need to ask Him, and then watch the miracle of God. Just like this thing going on now. We're in a time of deception, but the Antichrist is not revealed yet. So there's hope. The door seems to be still open for salvation, for the gospel. And, it's, a lot of these things that are happening are not government. It's just forces that be, media. We're being propagandized everywhere. Most of us have shut off our newscasts and whatnot, and turned on, a little bit of the Hallmark channel or something, We used to watch the news and the religious channels for that. But we used to watch the news, but there is no news. It's just more doom and gloom about, a virus that has, 99.9 something survival rate if you happen to get it. Flus can kill people, no question. And flus do kill people. I had people die in my family before all this took over. The flu can kill people, But, this flu, as strange as it is, that it was able to run through the summer, so we know it's a doctored thing, but it's survivable, and we should not be paying attention to it like that. We're doing the exact opposite thing. And there's an agenda that, I'll probably could be off YouTube in a quick minute for saying these things, We have book burnings that nobody struck a match, but we have, censorship that, is, I should have been quieter and, veiled my language so that, I'm not thrown off of it, and over at BitChute and I forget the other one there, a brand new tube or something like that. But anyway, God bless you, and, remember, God is as close as our breath. He's always with us. In Him we live and breathe and have our being. I love the one that said, a man looking for God is like a fish swimming in the ocean looking for water. In Him we live and breathe and have our being. He's as close to you as you want Him to. Call on Him now. Call on Him for salvation. And as the 19th Proverb, chapter 23, says, fear of the Lord, the fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and they that have it abide satisfied, and shall not be visited with fear of evil. How good is that? Same thing, it says the same thing in the first proverb, that, it's wisdom. We need wisdom. We need God. God is wisdom. So I pray for our country and this thing at hand here with the overthrow. They're calling it a reset. We should really name that something else. It's not a reset. They're not resetting anything. They're taking over. But God bless you, and follow God, and we will have what we need. Jesus is coming. God bless.